Hi, my name is Mark, and today we'll be going over setting up and breaking down of the tripod. When you first get the tripod, it will come in this bag. To get it out, it's pretty simple. You just unzip it like that. And the tripod's feet will be facing up when you get it. So you just turn it around and place it down like this. On the tripod, there's these little plastic pieces that hold it in, and you just click it like that, and then you click this one right here. You can then open up the tripod like this, and you can use your foot to just, stamp it down and make sure everything's staying down. Now, on the bottom of the tripod right here, there's these little knobs that you can just turn to open up the tripod a little more so it gets lower to the ground. So I just turn them open. You twist it to the left to do that. And now, as you can see, the tripod is much lower on the ground, and you can raise and lower it so you get a much more low profile of a shot. Now for the tutorial, I'm going to have it in like normal, like this. And then just slide this one in too. There you go. Alright, and then I just turn it to the right to tighten it. And you know it's tight once it doesn't move anymore. There you go. Now, to raise and lower the tripod, you have this knob right here that you can use, and you just raise and lower it to the height you want. So I'll leave it like that. And then also up here on the top, you have another one to do the same thing to get it even higher, raise and lower it. I'm going to raise just all three bottom ones to the highest setting. So just lift it up like this, keep my foot to keep it down, like there, lock it, lock it, lock it. All right. So now the tripod is locked in place. Now, the next thing to do is to adjust the arm. To adjust the arm, there's this knob right here that you just popped up like that, and you can move it up and down so you can have it any way you want it. So we'll leave it like that for right now. That's what's comfortable for me. So I'll lock that in place like that. Also, on this tripod, the arm can be adjusted so you can have it longer or shorter depending on how you want it. I just like it like this, so I'll just leave it like that. So there you go. All right. Now the next thing to do is to put the camera on. To put the camera on, you have this red little lever right here that you just push in and you slide this off. That takes it off. Now on the bottom of the camera right here, this is a PDX, you have threads right here and this little plastic thing that has nothing in it. And you match that up with this, which has the thread right here and the plastic thing. You just pop into place like that, and you can screw it on. But once you get down a little bit, you can use either a key like this to tighten it so it stays secure, or a coin, a quarter, whatever you want, like this one, and tighten that up. Make sure it's good and tight and not crooked like this one is. So see, it's a little crooked, so I have to fix that so it's a little bit more straight. Straighten that out, like that, and there. All right, so then you just slide it in. It's gonna make a clicking noise, which means that it's put in. That doesn't mean it's locked into place, because right now the camera can still slide around. To make sure it's locked into place, you have a little lever right here that you can just pop up, and when it's facing up like this, that means the camera won't move. So you're good. Okay, now the next thing to look at is balancing the camera. Right here, if you can see, there is a green dot that will tell you if your camera is balanced or not. And to do that, you just adjust this right here. You move this around until you get the water bubble inside the black circle. So as you can see, it is balanced now. All right. So now you know you've balanced your camera. So that's the next step. And then another thing you can do is you can adjust the pan like this, the up and down movement. I should say the tilt, actually. This is the up and down movement. And that's done right here and here. You can loosen this and tighten this depending on how you want it, more fluid, up up and down motion, or if you want it more rigid so it doesn't move as much. All right, so now the next thing to look at is the actual pan motion. You can lock the camera in place right here on the side by pulling this. Now it won't move. You have to really apply some force to make it move. So that will keep it locked into place. And also this right here, you can lock it in place too so it won't move up and down. So now right now the camera is stationary and it can't really move without me nudging it. So I'm going to just release this right now and release this so I can move it around. So that controls the tilt, and this controls locking the tilt, and this right here controls locking the pan. Now to make the pan more fluid, there's a little dial right here that you can move up or down depending on how loose or tight you want it, and that will then loosen or tighten up the pan. So that's that. So that right there is the basics of getting your camera or the tripod set up on the camera and tilting and panning and locking it into place. Now to break the tripod down, you right here on the side pull this down like this, and then right here you pop it out. You have to push this red piece down to get it out. Unscrew it with your quarter or key. Pull it off. Slide this back in place. Like that. You can lock this up right here if you want so it doesn't slide around. Then you take this right here, the lever, and you pull it up, hopefully, or yeah, there you go, like that, so it loosens it. And you do this because if you don't do this, you have to put this arm down. But the wrong way of doing it is by doing this and then pulling it down, leaving it like this in the case, because this applies pressure to the head, which then will make it looser over time, and that will make the tripod not last as long. So it's key that when you're putting it away, you loosen this up right here, and you actually manually put the arm down like this, and then tighten that up. And make sure that if you have it extended out, you push it up here to the top level like that. All right, so now that's good. You can turn the tripod over like this and close it. And then you can just take this, all three sides right here, and slowly bring them down like that. Lock them all in. Take the plastic pieces, click those in, and then click this one in. And make sure that the arm is down all the way, like this. Then you can just take your bag, have the tripod facing down, slide it in. Zip it up, and your tripod is all packed up. Now just keep in mind that we do lend this equipment out to you, and you are responsible, so don't leave your tripod out in the middle of the rain or forget it somewhere and lose it. And make sure not to leave it out or leave the lever down, because that will add tension to the tripod, and over time it will wear it out. But please enjoy everything that we give to you and have a great time shooting.